Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, August 23rd, 2024. A very busy show today. Friday podcasts are going to be very busy from now until probably Easter, if we're being honest. MLB, WNBA, Soccer, Little League, World Series, NFL Preseason, College Football Week 0. We have some projected lines and such. Golf, NASCAR, NFL Defensive Tackle Rankings, News and Notes, and Best Bet. We'll start with baseball. We'll recap the games from yesterday and look ahead to tonight's and the weekend's games. Nats over the Rockies 8-3, Guardians over the Yankees 6-0, Cards over the Brewers 3-0, Cubs over the Tigers 10-2, A's over the Rays 3-1, Pirates over the Reds 7-0, Jays over the Angels 5-3, Astros over the O's 6-0, so best bet loses. Braves over the Phillies 3-2, Mets over the Padres 8-3. All right, all-night games tonight, 6:30, Reds, Pirates, Andrew Abbott, and Bailey Falter. Pirates minus 112, Reds minus 104, over under 8.5, overs minus 108, unders minus 118. Reds minus 1.5, plus 168, Pirates plus 1.5 is minus 205. Tough one. I'm going to go with Cincinnati, minus 104. 7 o'clock, Rockies, Yankees. Kyle Freeland and Carlos Rodon. Yanks minus 275, Rockies plus 225, over under 8.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Rockies plus 1.5 is plus 112, Yankees minus 1.5 is minus 34, over. MLB Network, Astros, Orioles, Hunter Brown, Cade Povich. Astros minus 118, O's even money, over under 8.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Stros minus 1.5 plus 136, O's plus 1.5 is minus 164. Now this is kind of must-win territory for the O's. The Astros have a nice lead in the division. They don't have to worry yet. But I'm going to take Houston anyway, minus 118. They're red hot right now, and they have won 9 straight on the road. Angels, Jays, Jack Koktovitz, and Chris Bassett. Jays minus 200, Angels plus 168, over under 9, overs even money, unders minus 122. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 126, Jays minus 1.5 plus 105, over even money. D-backs, Red Sox, Ryan Nelson and Brian Balo. Red Sox minus 134, Diamondbacks plus 114, over under 9.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 184, Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 152. I like the Diamondbacks outright, plus 114. Cubs, Marlins. Kyle Hendricks and Max Meyer. Cubs minus 120, Marlins plus 102, over under 8.5, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Cubs minus 1.5 plus 136, Marlins plus 1.5 minus 164. I'm taking the Marlins plus 102. That just fishy. Rangers, Guardians. Nate Eovaldi and Tanner Bibay. Guardians minus 134, Rangers plus 114, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 192, Guardians minus 1.5 plus 158. The night of the dogs, I'm going to take another one here. I'm taking the Rangers plus 114. Nats, Braves, Mackenzie Gore, Chris Sale. Braves minus 270, Nats plus 220, over under 7.5, overs minus 108, unders minus 112. Nats plus 1.5 is plus 106, Braves minus 1.5 is minus 128, under. 8 o'clock, Tigers, White Sox. Kyler Montero, Chris Flexen. Tigers minus 158, White Sox plus 134, over under 8.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Tigers minus 1.5 plus 106, White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 128. I'm going to do something fun. Alternate total, over 9.5 runs, plus 130. Phil's, Royals. Taijuan Walker, Michael Wacha. Phil's 12-19 since the All-Star break. Not ideal. The Royals are actually favored here. Minus 134. The Phils are plus 116. Over under 9.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Phil's plus 1.5 is minus 172. Royals minus 1.5 plus 142. I'm taking the Phillies at plus 116. They're due. Cards, Twins. Andre Palante and David Festa. Twins minus 146, Cards plus 124, over under 8.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Cards plus 1/2 is minus 162. Twins minus 1/2 plus 134. I like the over. Brewers A's 9:30. Aaron Savali, J.P. Sears. Brewers minus 124. A's plus 106. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. Brewers minus 1.5 plus 104. A's plus 1.5 minus 162. The A's are 25-17 since July 1st. The A's have been good this summer. They've been a good baseball team over the past 2 months by their standards. I'm taking them at plus 106. The night of the dogs continue. Mets Padres. Paul Blackburn, Joe Musgrove. Padres minus 134. Mets plus 114. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 122. Unders even money. Mets plus 1.5 is minus 188. Padres minus 1.5 plus 155. I'm doing it again. I'm going with an alternate total. Over 8.5 plus 114. Giants Mariners, MLB Network, 10 o'clock. Hayden, Birdsong, and Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 152. Giants plus 128. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 122. Unders minus 120. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 78. Mariners minus 1.5 plus 146. We're going to talk about it in news and notes. Scott Surface fired their first game. New manager bump. Maybe. I like the over, though. Minus 102. Rays Dodgers. Tyler Alexander and Bobby Miller. Dodgers minus 190. Rays plus 160. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 122. Dodgers minus 1.5 plus 102. I don't like the pick, but I'm going to take the under. I'm only doing that because the Rays offense has been atrocious lately. All right, the weekend. I'm not going to do pitching because I don't have time. 3 o'clock MLB Network tomorrow. Angels, Jays. 4 o'clock Astros, O's, Brewers, A's, D-backs, Red Sox, Cubs, Marlins, Giants, Mariners, Reds, Pirates at 6:40. 7 o'clock Tigers, White Sox, Phils, Royals, Cards, Twins, Rangers, Guardians, Nats, Braves. 8:30 Mets, Padres. 9 o'clock Rays, Dodgers. Sunday, 12 o'clock on Roku, Nats, Braves. Why do I feel like the Nats have been getting Roku lately? That's weird. 1:30 D-backs, Red Sox, and MLB Network. Then you have Rockies, Yankees, Reds, Pirates. Oh, I skipped the game on Saturday. I skipped 2 o'clock on MLB Network's Rockies, Yankees. That's also Old Timers Day as well. So Sunday, Roku's Nats, Braves at noon. 1:30 D-backs, Sox on MLB Network, and Rockies, Yanks. Reds, Pirates. Angels, Jays, Cubs, Marlins. MLB Network has Rangers, Guardians. 2 o'clock Tigers, White Sox. Phils, Royals, Cards, Twins. 4 o'clock Brewers, A's, Mets, Padres, Giants, Mariners. Rays, Dodgers. And then Sunday Night Baseball is a good one. Astros, Orioles. We'll see if the Astros' hot run continues. Okay, now move on to the WNBA. We'll go over the results from yesterday. I should say results. There's one game. Look ahead to the weekend. Liberty over the Wings, 79-71. So the Liberty did not cover, but they ended up winning the game. All right, 4 games tonight. All on Ion, 7:30. Mercury Dream. The Mercury are favored by 3, total 162.5. Is this another rat line with Atlanta? I think it is. I'm taking the Dream plus the 3. Sky Sun. The Sun are giving 11, totals 154. I'm going to go with the over. Sparks Mystics. The Mystics are giving 5.5, totals 162. That's way too high. I'm taking the Sparks plus the 5.5 for 2 teams that have the same record. And then 9:30's Aces Lynx. Great game. The Aces are giving 2, total 166. You can make a case rat line either way. I'm going to go with the under. All right, Saturday, 7 o'clock, Sun Liberty, 8 o'clock NBA TV, Fever Lynx. Sunday, 12 o'clock on CBS's Aces Sky, and 4 o'clock NBA TV, Sparks Wings. Now move on to soccer. We'll go over the results from yesterday of note and look ahead to the weekend's games. MLS is back this week. So, really, we don't have to go over much. We just have to talk about what's going to happen this weekend because there was a lot of Conference League and Europa League qualifying stuff. So, today, Women's Soccer League's back after its hiatus. 8 o'clock, Houston, Orlando. Orlando minus 145, Houston plus 380, draw plus 280. Orlando's a good team. I'm going to take over 2.5 goals, though, plus 104. 9:30, Utah and Bay FC. Bay FC minus 110, Utah plus 290, draw plus 250. I'm going to take Bay FC at minus 110. Saturday, 2:30, CBS, Gotham, Portland, 4:30, CBS, San Diego, Angel City, 7:30, Louisville, Chicago. Sunday, noon on CBS Sports Network, Washington, KC, and at 10 o'clock, Seattle and North Carolina. All right, Premier League this weekend, Saturday, 7:30, Brighton, Man United, 10 o'clock, Crystal Palace, Ham, Fulham, Leicester, Man City, Ipswich, Southampton, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, Everton, 12:30 on telly, Aston Villa, Arsenal, and then Sunday, 9 o'clock, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves, Chelsea, and 11:30 on telly, Liverpool and Brentford. MLS on Saturday, 6:45, Minnesota, Seattle, 7:30, CF Montreal, New England, Charlotte, Red Bulls, DC United, Dallas, Miami, Cincinnati, NYCFC, Chicago, 8:30, Houston, Toronto, Nashville, Austin, KC, Orlando, 9:30, Salt Lake, San Jose, 10:30, Galaxy, Atlanta, and Portland, St. Louis. Liga MX tonight, 9 o'clock, Querétaro and Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul minus 250, Querétaro 6-1, the draws plus 360. Under 2.5 goals plus 104. 10 o'clock, Mazatlan, Pachuca. Pachuca plus 145, Mazatlan plus 185, draw plus 220. I'm going to take Mazatlan at home plus 185. 11 o'clock, Tijuana, Monterrey. Monterrey plus 120, Tijuana 2-1, draw plus 250. I'm going to go with Monterrey plus 120. All right, 7 o'clock on Saturday, Necaxa Juarez, 9 o'clock, Atlas Unam, Leon Santos to Tigres Guadalajara, 11 o'clock, America and Puebla. Sunday, 2 o'clock, Toluca Athletic San Luis. German Bundesliga is back this weekend, so 2:30 today, Gladbach and Leverkusen. Leverkusen minus 190, Gladbach plus 450, draw plus 340. Leverkusen's going to win this. I'd parlay that with something else. We're going over 3.5 goals, so at plus 124. Saturday, 9:30, Augsburg, Bremen, Mainz, Union Berlin, RP Leipzig, Bochum, Freiburg, Stuttgart, Hoffenheim, Holstein, Kiel, and 12:30, Dortmund, Frankfurt. Sunday, 9:30, Wolfsburg, Bayern, 11:30, St. Pauli, and Heidenheim. La Liga today at 1 o'clock, Celta Vigo and Valencia. Celta Vigo plus 110, Valencia plus 260, draw plus 220. I'm going to go Celta Vigo plus 110. 3:30, Sevilla, Villarreal. Sevilla plus 135, Villarreal plus 185, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with Villarreal on the road to pull off the upset, plus 185. Saturday, 11 o'clock, Osasuna, Mallorca. 1 o'clock, Barcelona Athletic. 3:30, Espanyol, Real Sociedad, and Getafe, Rayo. Sunday, 11 o'clock, Real Madrid, Valladolid. 1 o'clock, Leganes, Las Palmas. 1:15, Alaves, Betis, and 3:30, Atletico and Girona. Serie A tomorrow, 12:30, Parma, Milan, Udinese, Lazio. 2:45, Inter Milan, Lecce, and Monza, Genoa. And then Sunday, 12:30, Fiorentina, Venezia. Torino, Atalanta. 2:45, AS Roma, Empoli, and Napoli, Bologna. French League 1 today, 2:45, you have PSG and Montpellier. So, PSG minus 550, Montpellier 9-1, the draw 6-1. PSG is going to win this going away. I'm going to go under 3.5 goals at minus 104 as the pick. Saturday, 11 o'clock, Lyon, Monaco. 1 o'clock, Lille, Angers. 3 o'clock, St. Etienne and Le Havre, AC. And Sunday, 9 o'clock, Lens, Brest. 11 o'clock, Nantes, Auxerre. Nice, Toulouse, Strasbourg, Rennes. And 2:45, by Marcial Reams. So we also have EFL, 3 o'clock, Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds. That is at 3 o'clock today. I'm trying to find it. There it is. Leeds minus 110. Sheffield Wednesday's 3-1. The draw's plus 240. Sheffield Wednesday's been on fire. I'm taking them outright. 3-1. Saturday, 7:30, Bristol City Coventry. Hull Millwall. QPR Plymouth. 10 o'clock, Blackburn Oxford United. Borough Portsmouth. Norwich City Sheffield United. Preston Luton. Stoke West Brom Sunderland Burnley. And Watford Derby. Sunday at 10 a.m. is Swansea Cardiff. The Pro League at 12:30 of Damac and Al Khalij. I'm going to say that's a draw. 2 o'clock, Al Ali and Al Warba. I'm going to say Al Ali. And then Al Qadisiyah and Al Fateh. I'm going to say Al Fateh. Saturday at 12 o'clock, Al Khulud and Al Ittihad. 2 o'clock, Al Akhdud and Al Halal. And Al Shabab and Al Ettifaq. Dutch Eredivisie. Tomorrow at 12:45, NEC PEC Zwolle, Almere City PSV at 2, and at 3, NEC Breda and FC Utrecht. And on Sunday, 6:15, FC Groningen and AZ Alkmaar. 8:30, Heracles and William II. Sparta Feyenoord, 10:45, Go Ahead Eagles and RKC Waldwick. Scottish Premiership. Saturday, 10 o'clock, Dundee United and St. Johnstone. Hibernian Dundee, Rangers Ross County. Sunday, St. Mirren and Celtic at 7, at 10, Aberdeen Kilmarnock and Motherwell and Hearts. USL. Saturday, 7 o'clock, Detroit Tulsa, Hartford Louisville, 7:30, Birmingham Pittsburgh, Charleston Orange County, Loudoun Rhode Island, Tampa Miami, 9 o'clock, Colorado New Mexico, 10 o'clock, Monterey Bay El Paso, Oakland Memphis, 10:30, Vegas Indy 6, or Indy 11. 11 o'clock, Phoenix, North Carolina, and Sacramento, San Antonio. So there you have it for all the soccer. Little League World Series. I know soccer took a while because we have a lot. We'll do Little League World Series. We'll go over yesterday, look ahead to today, and the weekend. Oh, no, we just have tomorrow. That's it. So Venezuela over Japan 3-2, and Florida over Nevada 6-3. All right, the International Championship, 12:30 on ABC. Chinese Taipei, Venezuela. I'm going to say Chinese Taipei wins that. 3:30 ABC. Wow, so good for the kids being on ABC, and ABC gets these games. And then Texas, Florida. This Florida team's been impressive. And then Chinese Taipei and Florida for the championship. I'm going to say Florida wins it all. I do. I think Florida wins this thing. This is a talented team. And I think that they have the intangibles, and the coaching's been excellent. So I'm going to say Florida wins this. All right, NFL preseason. We'll go over the results from yesterday, look ahead to today and the weekend. So, yesterday, Colts over the Bengals 27-14, and the Bears over the Chiefs 34-21. All right, tonight, 7 o'clock on NFL Network, Jaguars, Falcons. I don't think Penix is going to play. Does Trevor Lawrence see a series? The Jaguars are 7-point favorites, so it's 35.5. I mean, that's because of Mac Jones. I'm going to say the over in this one. I feel like teams are scoring points now in the preseason. Dolphins-Bucks at 7:30. The Bucks are giving 3, totals 37.5. I'm going to take the Dolphins getting the 3 here. I think You would think you're going to see Mike White in this game. And then 10 o'clock on NFL Network, 49ers Raiders. The 49ers are a whopping 7.5-point favorites. Total's 32.5. I think that's insane of a number. I'm taking the Raiders plus the points. I think they might win outright. They're plus 270 to win that game outright, so I'm going to take them outright too. So like 2 dogs tonight outright, Dolphins and the Raiders. All right, tomorrow's preseason slate. I'm not going to give out picks because of time. 1 o'clock, Panthers, Bills, Ravens, Packers, Rams, Texans, Vikings, Eagles, NFL Network, Steelers, Lions. 4 o'clock, NFL Network, Chargers, Cowboys. 7:30 on NFL Network, Giants, Jets. So you have the Snoopy Bowl. No Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if we'll see the Giant guys or not. And then 10 o'clock on NFL Network's Browns, Seahawks. 2 o'clock NFL Network on Sundays, Titans, Saints. 4:30 on CBS is Cardinals, Broncos. So you're going to get your Nance Romo warm-up game. And 8 o'clock on NBC, Patriots, Commanders. So you're going to get your Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth warm-up game there. All right. College football, week 0. I have lines and projections for the 2 games not involving the FCS teams, but I might end up making up lines for those games like tomorrow or something. But for what I have lines for, I will give out. So, the big one, 12 o'clock, ESPN, from Dublin, game days at the house. With Reese Davis and Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit and Pat McAfee and Desmond Howard. Number 10, Florida State against Georgia Tech. My projected line here is Florida State by 15. Total 56 and 11/20. And it's 10.5 and 55.5. I'm going to lay the 10.5 of Florida State. I think Florida State is the more talented team. They have a lot of weapons on offense. And I think that the defense can get to the offensive line of Georgia Tech. And who is Haynes King going to rely on outside of Jamal Haynes and Eric Singleton is a question I have for Georgia Tech. Florida State's better on special teams. They have a better secondary. I think they're just a better all-around team than Georgia Tech. And I think that the biggest difference here is I think Florida State's going to run the ball a lot. And I don't trust the interior defense of Georgia Tech to stop the running game of Florida State. So I am going to lay the 10.5 with Florida State against Georgia Tech. All right, Montana State, New Mexico. Montana State's a 13.5-point favorite. Total's 54.5. It's absurd that a FCS team is giving that many points. But for right now, I'll take the over in that one. I think there's a chance New Mexico goes winless. I really do. That's 4 o'clock Fox Sports 1. 8 o'clock on CBS Sports Network's SMU, Nevada. My projection here is SMU by 27, total 53 and 3/4, and it's 24.5 and 55.5. So I'm going to lay the points with SMU. They have the better quarterback, and they're just flat out a better team than Nevada. I think SMU can surprise a lot of people this year with the move to the ACC and a weak schedule. So I'm going to lay the 24.5 with SMU against Nevada. And then at midnight, you have Delaware State, Hawaii. Hawaii's a whopping 39.5-point favorite, totals 56.5. I'm going to take the points only because I don't think Hawaii should be that big of a favorite against anybody. But if my line spits out to that, then I'll update my pick on X tomorrow. So for right now, I'm going to take Delaware State plus the 39.5. So there you have it. Week 0 picks. All right, now I'll move on to golf. We'll look at the current leaderboard for the BMW Championship. In first place right now with 6 under is Keegan Bradley. Tied for second with 5 under, Hideki Matsuyama, Adam Scott, Alex Loren. Tied for 5th with 4 under, Sun J.M., Corey Connors. Tied for 7th with 3 under, Saiwoo Kim, Xander Schauffele, Nick Dunlap. Tied for 10th with 2 under, JT Potson, Ryan Henley, Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, Tony Finau. Tied for 15th with 1 under, Will Zalatoris, Austin Eckroth, Brett Horschel, Victor Hovland, Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Cantlay, Dylan McCarthy, Denny McCarthy. Tied for 22nd at even, Thomas Dietrich, Tommy Fleetwood, Taylor Hogue, Taylor Petras, Sepp Straka, Byung-Gun, Bobby Gilberg, Cam Davis, Brian Harmon, Robert McIntyre, Josh K. Bahita, Wyndham Clark. Tied for 34th with 1 over, Kristen Kirk, C. Thiglia, Matt Fitzpatrick, Matthew Pavon, Sam Burns. Tied for 39th with 2 over, Max Homa, Chris Zinhout, Aaron Ray. Tied for 42nd with 3 over, Shane Lowry and Cam Young. Tied for 44th with 4 over, Eric Cole, Adam Hadwin, Davis Thompson, Justin Thomas. 48th with 5 over, Stefan Yeager. Tied for 49th with 6 over, Max Kreiserman and Jason Day. So my Colin Morikawa pick, not bad right now. Not bad. All right, now we'll move on to NASCAR. We have a couple of races this weekend that we're going to preview and pick. So, tonight, actually, from Daytona's Xfinity, the Wawa 250, powered by Coke. So that's fun. So, Daytona is always a fun track to bet. It's probably one of my favorite tracks to bet in terms of NASCAR. So, I'm going to go with AJ Allmendinger, 14-1. I think I picked him last week, but I'm going to do it again, going back to the well. All right, tomorrow night from Daytona is the Cup Series, the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Wow. Where's my dude at? 18-1. I love going Chase Elliott at Daytona and Talladega. You guys know that. So, I'm going to take Chase Elliott at 18-1 to win the Coke Zero 400. And the Truck Series from Milwaukee on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So, the rare Truck Series race on a Sunday. So, it's like the schedule changed this week. And it's usually Truck Xfinity Cup. And now it's Xfinity Cup Truck, which is weird. This is a good one. I'm going to go with Nick Sanchez at 14-1 to win the Layuna 175, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoff race at Milwaukee Mile. All right, so there you have it for NASCAR. Formula One's finally back this weekend after a very long hiatus. I just forgot to bring that up. At the top, the Dutch Grand Prix, which is Circuit Zandvoort. The race will be Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Max is the favorite at plus 150, then Lando Norris at plus 175. Lewis Hamilton and Oscar Piastri plus 750. George Russell's 9-1, then it drops. The chance to get Max at plus money is amazing. I think Max finally gets it done here. But the long shot I like is Sergio at 40-1. Sergio Perez. But I think Max wins. All right, NFL defensive tackle rankings. This is, in my opinion, a top-heavy position as I was doing the rankings for this. It's top-heavy, and then we have some steady guys. And then it's like non-starters that are starters for some teams. So we have 58 defensive tackles that made the rankings because a lot of teams have 4-3 defenses. So without further ado, here we go. 58, Adio Agbonia, Chargers. 57, Benito Jones, Dolphins. 56, Javon Kinlaw, Jets. 55, Fullerusno Fadakasi, Texans. 54, Raheem Nunez Roches, Giants. 53, Devondre Sweat, Titans. 52, Jervin Dexter Sr., Bears. 51, Mozzie Smith, Cowboys. 50, Jonathan Hankins, Seahawks. 49, Devon Goodshow, Patriots. 48, Nathan Shepard, Saints. 47, Derek Nottie, Chiefs. 46, DJ Jones, Broncos. 45, John Jones, Raiders. 44, Sheldon Rankins, Bengals. 43, Jerry Tillery, Vikings. 42, Shai Tuttle, Panthers. 41, Justin Matabike, Ravens. 40, Mario Edwards Jr., Texans. 39, Poona Ford, Chargers. 38, TJ Slayton, Packers. 37, Osa Agdazua, Cowboys. 36, Kalen Saunders, Saints. 35, Harrison Phillips, Vikings. 34, Roy Lopez, Cardinals. 33, Andrew Billings, Bears. 32, Malik Collins, 49ers. 31, Bobby Brown III, Rams. 30, Devon Hamilton, Jaguars. 29, David Onyemata, Falcons. 28, Darren Payne, Commanders. 27, Ed Oliver, Bills. 26, BJ Hill, Bengals. 25, Kenny Clark, Packers. 24, Shelby Harris, Browns. 23, Grady Jarrett, Falcons. 22, Keanu Benton, Steelers. 21, Leonard Williams, Seahawks. 20, Vita Vea, Buccaneers. 19, Jordan Davis, Eagles. 18, Daquan Jones, Bills. 17, Aleem McNeil, Lions. 16, Calvin Tomlinson, Browns. 15, Grover Stewart, Colts. 14, Jeffrey Simmons, Titans. 13, Jonathan Allen, Commanders. 12, Christian Wilkins, Raiders. 11, Christian Barmore, Patriots. 10, Michael Pierce, Ravens. 9, Kobe Turner, Rams. 8, Eric Armstead, Jaguars. 7, DJ Reader, Lions. 6, Jalen Carter, Eagles. 5, DeForest Buckner, Colts. 4, Cameron Hayward, Steelers. 3, Chris Jones, Chiefs. 2, Quinnen Williams, Jets. And number 1, Dexter Lawrence, New York Football Giants. I think this is the first time in a while we're at a Giants player number 1 in a position. Maybe Saquon for running back one year, but this is the first time I can remember a Giant player being number 1 at its position in a very long time. Now that Aaron Donald's out of the picture, it's either him or Quinnen Williams or Chris Jones as the best DT in the league. Cam Hayward's right there, so is DeForest Buckner. Some might argue Jalen Carter for top 5, but I have him at 6 because I feel like there's too much pressure on him, and I think that he wasn't held accountable for the Eagles' collapse. And everybody just pointed the finger at Jalen Hurts and the coach, and I think people forgot that the defense had something to do with that too. So it's a little bit of a punishment for that as well. DJ Reader, great pickup by the Lions in free agency. Eric Armstead is going to have an impact on the Jags. Kobe Turner is not Aaron Donald, but he's a nice player for them in the middle of their defense. Michael Pierce is a savvy veteran. Barmore, we'll see with the injury situation. Wilkins just got the big money deal. So those are the 12 guys. You could argue Barmore and Wilkins belong in the top 10 on this list. Even Jeffrey Simmons and Jonathan Allen when they're right. But yeah, this is a good group of players. And on Monday, we're going to be doing defensive ends. Now I'll move on to the news and notes for today. I'm going to try to rapid fire this because of time. So Kamala Harris accepted the Democratic nominee last night from the Democratic convention. So next time we'll see her in action is against Donald Trump in a highly anticipated presidential debate on September 10th that ABC is hosting. And the question is, will Vance and Walz debate? I want to see it happen. It should happen. Apparently, Walz doesn't want to debate Vance, but Vance is up for it. And CNN's going to host that one. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out as well. Bellingham's out for the month with the muscle injury. Not good news for Madrid. Douglas Coleman III was placed on mobilizing board after a tackle as he was hospitalized. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he gets well soon. The NFL changes gambling education as league, requiring in-person training sessions for every player as part of 2024 policy. Interesting. CJ Stroud praises Matthew Stafford, has been a longtime fan of him, and the feeling is mutual. Creed Humphrey got paid 4 years, $70 million, $50 million guaranteed. $72 million and $50 guaranteed. Good for Creed Humphrey. I had him as my number one center coming into the season. He deserves that money. Justin Fields makes a case for the QB1 job over Russell Wilson, as he believes he's shown what he can do to be the starter. The Panthers and the Seahawks make a trade as Carolina trades for veteran Michael Jackson for rookie linebacker Michael Barrett. Interesting deal. And then here's another interesting deal. The Eagles acquire Jahan Dotson from the Commanders with a 2025 fifth-round pick for a 2025 third and 2 seventh-rounders. I think Dotson's going to fit in there. It's just yet another wide receiver bust in the NFL. I feel like that's the new position for busts. It was quarterbacks for a while. I feel like wide receiver has become like that most likely bust position. The Penguins sign Rucker McGorty to a 3-year entry-level contract after acquiring him in a trade. How about this? Jazz Chisholm's coming back for the Yankees today against the Rockies. And people thought he was going to be out for the season. My goodness, if he comes back and hits the way he did in Philadelphia, then this Yankee team should be the favorites in the American League. The Mariners fire Scott Servais after 9 seasons with the team. A lot of people were calling for Scott Servais' job last season after they missed the playoffs and were a disappointment. But they kept him, and they got to that good start the season, fell apart, and they let the Astros pass them by, and the Astros have a big lead on them in the division. So, it's not shocking, especially after it was reported that they were likely to fire him. The Athletic said that they were likely to fire him. It said today, in the notification. So they reported that at 1:56, and then it was reported 4 hours later that he was fired. Jason Hayward designated assignment by the Dodgers. That's not surprising. He's not any good anymore. Rick Pitino's office got robbed as he had $375 worth of memorabilia stolen on Tuesday. Just coming down from Adam Schefter, he talked about the Cade York trade. The Browns have now signed former Colts and Rams kicker Lucas Havrisk. No resolution for Florida State and the ACC as the two sides unable to come to terms on settlement over conference exit after mediation. Colorado sought NIL from Saudi as former Buff staff member tried to get funding from Saudi Arabia's private investment fund. Oof. The U.S. Open draw was revealed. Jannik Sinner named men's 1 seed. Coco Gauff's 3 in the women's. And, of course, Iga's number 1 in the women's. The Jets are resting their starters against the Giants. I don't blame them, just so that they don't risk injury. So Simone Biles. Oh, no, not Simone Biles. Lyles' Olympics in docuseries, the second season of Netflix's Sprint drops November 13th and will feature the Paris games. I thought it said Biles. It says Lyles. It's my mistake. McKinney signs new Juve deal as he's staying with Juventus through the 25-26 season. Miami of Ohio's coach Chuck Martin says that Alabama stole our kickers. He said that Alabama tampered with Graham Nicholson. That does sound a little bit like tampering. All right, so there you have it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I do have a favorite bet on the board. It's in Major League Baseball. And I'm going to lay 100th of a unit on the over 8.5 in the Yankees-Rockies game. Kyle Freeland stinks. I don't trust Carlos Rodon in this spot either, so this is a bet on... It's not that I don't trust Carlos Rodon, but he can blow up against anybody. But this is more of a bet on the Yankee offense and Kyle Freeland sticking up the joint. So, over 8.5 between the Rockies and the Yankees at -102 is my best bet of the day. Let's bounce back here to finish this week 4-1 for best bet. So, no Fab 5 this week, obviously, because it's only the 4 games. But Fab 5 will start next week, which I'm very looking forward to. And so, I'll be back on Monday with everything. Hope you guys have a good weekend.